Hi guys, been working on ALCI some more, improved the ISOs a little bit, and also made one extra new ISO with that particular code. So all the rest you have to build. But today there is a new one. I've put them already, I've downloaded already, so it's already on my machine. And you can find it on SourceForge, so just download away. Now do remember, each of these projects, these folders, all have the same name, in the sense that it has the same ArcoLinux name. This is a default Arch with Calamares, so we did not change anything in the naming here. So don't overwrite, that's basically the message. Put them in a separate folder calling ALCI, Alci Pure, Xenmod, Zen, etc. So a few minutes ago, improved the code, tested on real metal. Now I'm gonna test on VirtualBox and make a video. So this one is actually the most difficult one, the Pure. The Pure has the goal to create something very similar, but very similar to ArcoLinux, but you don't like to type all these commands, right? Arch install is there, of course, great script, but right, if you don't want to use that and you don't want to type anything, then why not use ALCI? So this is still graphical, and we're using, let's do this, we're using our DWM as a delivery system, and afterwards it's gone again. So DWM is just a pass-through desktop, so we have something graphical, then Calamares can do its job. You boot up, you have a black screen. You have nothing related to ALCI, nothing related to Calamares, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? So that's the goal of Pure. Pure is setting everything, well, the way it should be if you install an Arch. So next is just clicking of the buttons, which is actually fun and fast, right? Oops. Go install, choose, oh yeah, maybe a quick look. So RiserFS is out. Decision of Arch. We follow the decision. And off it goes. Well, it's not that difficult. It's super simple, super small as well. I think it was only 1.1 gigabyte or something. Was not that much at all. We can see it here. 1.6, but if we download it, the download, it says, right, 1.4, 1.5, right? Yeah, sure, 1.6. Doesn't really matter, right? We have seen ISOs of 5 point, etc. in the Ubuntu realm and others. So yeah, whatever, right? And let's just wait for the installation. Let's pause here and explain you what to do afterwards. This is a Pure thing. We'll see what we get. So actually a very fast installation, and then we reboot. A bare system, right? Doesn't cost a lot of time to install the bits and the bytes. But for beginners, this is the issue, right? So watch videos on ArcoLinuxD.com, phase 7 about, let's go there, about, is Brave still open? It is, voila, ArcoLinuxD.com. Lots about the Ds, the D stands for the desktops, lots of desktops to explore. But at some point in time, maybe you'd like to use the ArcoLinux installation, the Arch way of installing. This is typing. If you don't like to type, there's the script, Arch install. We have our own spices, our own applications. Those are our spices. And all in one is really going from start to end, and have a desktop or a tiling window manager or anything like that. So this is where you need to learn to watch some videos. What I'm gonna do now is basically the knowledge that's in there. So we got this. This is dark, right? All right, this is it. This is coming forth from the etc mod D. I kept it in. It's an Arch installation, so we get the information that Arch gives their users. So what is there available? Maybe aliases, right? Just the one and the ls, I think it's a default one, so something for the VBox service, but that's not important. How do we update? Not with update, but with pacman -syyuu. So that's one thing. Just 2 repositories. Multilib is not there. Okay, right, and then sudo pacman -remove. Is there anything with xorg or something available? There is something available, but what we don't have is, for instance, the completion, which I really want to have. I don't want to type a lot, right? Bash completion means pressing tab and you have autocomplete. So that's not there. Sudo pacman -q, if you do capital Q and then maybe pipe it through 2 more, right? You can have a look, you can use less as well. And then with space, yes, spacebar, take a look at all the apps that are now on the ISO. And there are things in here that I would like to remove, but that's the Arch choices, right? It is Arci Pure. So it's the Arch ISO Releng package list, plus a few things that I would like to have and to keep. But I don't see a few things, so that's good, right? Just the default. All right. Super. So we have this as packages. We don't have a lot, right? And one of the interesting things I remember from early days in Linux, if you start like this, you're actually amazed what is SDM or Firefox or other apps, because if you type it in some of the environments you're in, it's just one package. No, it's not, right? It's not. It's a lot of packages, 60 packages to have SDM. So things like that, that's what you discover if you do an ArcoLinux installation. And you say, oh my god, right? Sudo pacman -s Firefox. There you go. 101 packages, all dependencies, all things it needs to be able to show you a browser. Now, I have SDM, I have a browser, I don't have a desktop or a tiling window manager or anything like that. So there are choices to be made. Either keep on typing, and that can take a while, or you go git clone something. All right, we have everything available for you guys to learn from ArcoLinux D. We have here all kinds of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff to choose from. And we do have a GitHub, github.com, not Calamaris, that's the default here. ArcoLinux D. It's filled with all kinds of scripts. Do you want Xmonad? Sure. Do you want Arco XFCE, etc., etc.? They're all here. All the desktops that we've ever made, right? They're all here. 2 pages, another one. They're all here. All you need to do is git clone. For instance, this one. Let's just take one, right? You just copy paste this URL and git clone and run the scripts. That's the display manager, meaning SDM, and of course the choice you've made. CWM is the desktop, development software, the sound, the Bluetooth, the printer, Samba. All of them are mostly the same, right? Sound is sound everywhere, but the choices are different. Cinnamon, Cutefish, etc. So okay, that's a possibility. Of course, you can git clone this thing, git fork this thing. You can make a copy and start changing out everything. That's good, right? Another option for me is something called ArcoLinux Nemesis, where I just install the one I want, which is chatwm. All right, I run this script, same thing, git clone, and then this URL. And then I have everything I need, right? Because of my scripts. But let's do the long way. Say, okay, I'd like to have sudo pacman -s. Why not Plasma? Plasma is a big thing, I know. Why not? How many packages? This is the size. This is the amount. 305 packages will be installed. I could have done mate. I could have done cinnamon. I could have done so many things. And that's the fun. You build it up, right? It's the Lego block. You get the plate, the red plate, to build it up with all kinds of things that you want to have. Why did I want to go here? Oh yeah. So Arch Wiki Mate, for example. And you click. And all you need to do is type sudo pacman -s mate. Sudo pacman -s mate extra if you like what's in the extra. What is in the extra? This. Do I like things in here? Anything I really want? Maybe the Mate terminal, right? And Mate system monitor. So maybe I type only these two guys rather than the group. But there's a file archiver and grandpa. Maybe I'd like that as well. So it's always thinking, choosing. Do I want it all? Do I say never mind, give me everything? Or will I cherry pick? Up to you, right? Sudo reboot doesn't exist. Reboot does. So we've got ourselves, let's think, we've got ourselves an Arch red plate. We built SDM on it. After the train, so the locomotive, so to speak, is SDM. We can log in into what's behind it. We've chosen SDM, Plasma, but it could be Mate or Cinnamon or anything. Off we go. So you can have a look here. We're using the normal Linux kernel. There is CacheOS. There is so much, right? I just made a few screenshots on Discord on the Celtic AWR, like between 15 and 20 kernels. So this is something that happens. A lot of people say, I have installed SDM, I have installed Plasma, why am I still in a black screen? You have to enable it. Sudo systemctl, and the bash completion is not there, right? Let's get in that, right? Bash completion. I don't like the type so much. Really don't. Voila. That's the package. You can exit this thing, log in again, and then you can sudo system and then tab. And there you go. Systemctl, and then the status. No, not the status. Enable. Let's go for enable. We could do status sure SDM, and that's not looking okay, right? This is not okay. Inactive, dead. Okay, that's what I forgot. So we enable SDM. Sometimes with force, if you've been trying around with LightDM and stuff like that, you need to force it. Say, okay, go for it. That's the one. But since that's the first time I ever did anything, there was no link. And take a look at it. It's a symlink from 2, right? So you don't have to type anything. You don't have to make a file called SDM service and put code in there. It's a command linked from there to there. That's it. Reboot. So if you forget that, you're back in a black screen. So hopefully I've activated SDM. I get this blue background. I hope they improve, change the wallpaper for SDM, the default one. This one, right? Worth improving, because Plasma SDM is great. And once he knows who I am, then he'll show me, you won't get QWERTY, you will get AZERTY. I did change a few, noticed it. I'm a virtual box. My reflex is, nah. Wayland is good for the machines, but not for the virtual boxes. Okay, enter. And we get this wheel. plasma made by KDE, and of course the job is not done, but you have already something nice, right? And it's up to you to keep on working and adding scripts or something and choosing the design, apply. Let's go dark already. And then the display, this is not good. 1920 on 1080. Where are you? There. Apply. Keep. Stop. And skip. Wow, right? And done. And done. Up to you. Printers, Bluetooth. What are you missing? Apps. I got my Firefox, yay, right? But so a lot of things are still not the way we like it to be, and that's the difference between working like this or just grabbing a distro for somebody else because he made, they made, she made the decisions, the installation, the apps, the configuration, anything that constitutes an OS, right? They thought and worked at it for years, and you are starting to work now, building it up, thinking what do I need more and what configurations do the others have and what should I have, right? Decision time. You install whatever you like. All right, cheers.